distinguished graduates, I should say, and other distinguished people here. It's a real pleasure to be a part of this landmark occasion as we celebrate the graduation of the inaugural cohort of the Africa Extractives Media Fellowship and the inauguration of the second cohort. Today, we honor those who have successfully completed this journey while warmly welcoming those who are beginning theirs. Beyond celebration, this occasion reflects a shared commitment to strengthen responsible journalism and promote informed public discourse on one of Africa's most important sectors, the extractives. So I warmly congratulate the graduating class of 2025-2026 on completing the Africa Extractives Media Fellowship. Your achievements reflect dedication, discipline, and professional growth in one of the most strategic, complex sectors on our continent. But this is not the end of a training program. Rather, it's the beginning of greater responsibility. Africa's extractive sector remains one of the continent's greatest opportunities for transformation. Resources can drive prosperity, strengthen institutions, and improve lives. And yet, they also raise pressing questions of governance, environmental sustainability, community development, equity, and accountability. Questions that require informed, balanced, and courageous journalism. So as journalists, you are called not only to report events, but to deepen public understanding. Your reporting will span mining, oil and gas, critical minerals, the energy transition, local content, environmental stewardship, revenue transparency, and the well-being of host communities. These are interconnected issues that shape Africa's future and must be communicated with clarity, accuracy, and responsibility. Let me chip in here that it should not just be about reporting, but also about raising issues, writing essays that enable our dear nation to take critical decisions about two major industries, agriculture and mining. Contentious and yet complementary. Both of them need land. And these are issues that must be addressed. I don't think anybody has looked at the issues of agriculture and mining together. We've decided that they are no bedfellows, but it's something to look at. The work of journalism carries both privileges as well as responsibilities. And as Malcolm Muggeridge once observed, I quote him, "The function of the press is to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable," unquote. In that spirit, your stories must inform public discourse, strengthen accountability, influence policy, and promote good governance. In an age where misinformation spreads like wildfire, your credibility will be your greatest asset. May accuracy remain your standard, integrity your compass, and fairness your constant guide. The public will rely on journalists whose reporting is factual, balanced, and anchored in the public interest. Graduation, however, is not the end of learning, but the beginning of lifelong growth. The extractive industries continue to evolve with technology, markets, and global priorities. So I encourage you to keep sharpening your skills and, as you grow, to mentor the next generation of journalists who will follow in your footsteps. And now to our incoming Cohort II, a large number. I extend a warm welcome. We're told that Cohort 1 started with 30, but ended with 20. Am I right? Please, don't divide the 50 by 2. Just stay on course. You're joining a community committed to excellence in reporting on Africa's extractive industries. You have been given the opportunity to learn from experts, engage practitioners, and build specialized knowledge that will distinguish your journalism. Approach this journey with curiosity and humility. Ask difficult questions respectfully. Listen carefully and seek understanding before forming conclusions. The extractive sector is technical and constantly evolving, demanding continuous learning and intellectual discipline. As you grow, build constructive relationships across government, industry, civil society, academia, and host communities. For such engagements will enrich your reporting, and you must also report with truth and fairness without being influenced by any of the groups you interact with. Your credibility lies not in proximity to power, but in your commitment to truth and the public good. Two things that power requires daily, even if we never think power does. Use this fellowship as a platform to produce journalism that informs citizens, strengthens accountability, promotes transparency, and contributes to Africa's sustainable development. Our continent needs journalists who do more than report news. It needs those who help citizens to understand the issues that shape their future. As scripture reminds us in Proverbs 18 and verse 15, the heart of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. May the pursuit of knowledge define both the graduating fellows and those beginning this journey today. The success we celebrate reflects foresight, collaboration, and the commitment of all who believed in this vision from the beginning. May this fellowship continue to grow as it equips journalists to serve the public with excellence, integrity, and truth. And I'm very excited about arrangements being made to have a solid news and television aspect of the work we do. So let me congratulate Kwame and KK, Australian High Commissioner. Please leave the kind of notes that will force the one who comes after you to continue what you have begun. And I promise I'll be keeping tabs. So if you get a letter from me, you will know that the next one is not doing as well as you did. It's okay, I have a moving voice. So, today somebody called and thought I was a man. Because my voice is not the highest in the octave of female voices. So to the graduating fellows, congratulations once again. And to the incoming cohort, welcome to a journey of discovery, learning, and growth. Africa will benefit from its natural resources. Shamima was talking about resources underground, but there are so many extractives on the surface. For example, our stone and quarry industry is something that really benefits our nation. Although, unfortunately, much of it is put on roads. Other nations have used their stone and quarry industries to build what you would call marble, do great designs on buildings, and so on. It's a sector within the extractives to take note of and benefit tremendously from. Clay is another mineral that has vast uses, and that is beneficial in many more ways than our interest in the shine. We're consumed in this country by the shine, and so we don't pay much attention to several other extractives that will really help shape Ghana in ways going forward. So I pray that we will have a holistic view of the extractives, especially in mining, and ensure that Ghana benefits more than we are doing now. For the oil and gas, there are a stream of downstream activities that will also make us benefit much, much more than we're doing. There's so much opportunity, and ensuring that policies actually define what we as a nation want from our extractives is critical. We need the kind of policies that will ensure that 50 years from now, we have so benefited from our extractives that we would continue to see other ways of benefiting. Again, let me stress agriculture and mining. They have to sleep together because they all depend on the one resource, the earth. And the earth was not meant to fight against itself. So let's think about it. So, graduating class, may your work continue to contribute to a more informed public, stronger institutions, and a more prosperous, accountable, and sustainable Ghana. Thank you, and God bless us all.